You're questioning me.
How dare you? How dare you?
If it isn't the man, the legend, the icon, Cody, what did you get up to last night?
Went to an event last night, the Redmi Note 13 launch. So honestly, I was like this close to saying, can we film this later? Because
And my complex was like, no.
Yeah, no, but it was like it was fun. The event itself was kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like the mobile phone companies are going like they're all following a similar trend where they're pushing content creators, which is not a bad thing. It's just different, right?
Yeah.
So there was a huge focus on the local content creators, which is very cool for them. I mean, they were all there showing off, you know, the things that they do with the phone and how they take all the video and whatever. But then we didn't get any hands-on play with the phone, which was like, okay, cool, the phone exists, but we don't really know much about it.
Yeah.
Other than what you guys are saying, you know, so that was weird. But what was cool is it's always nice to go to these things and meet up with all the other media outlets and hang out with them and catch up and organize cool chats and maybe some more interviews or some partnership articles or that kind of thing. So that was cool. It's always nice to
Did you win? Were you the biggest icon there, Cody?
No, I lost to a guy dressed in what they called the money green outfit. Money green? Yeah, money green.
Money, money, green, green, money's all I need.
He was dressed head to toe in he had like a velvet sweater.
Oh, okay,
and
you
some
went get
cargo
him velvet,
shorts.
sorry. And cargo shorts?
Velvet's iconic. Ach, not shorts, pants. Cargo pants.
The image I just had in my mind. I went from, wow, he should win, to, ugh.
Maybe we should try bring cargo shorts back.
No, we should definitely not.
But they have so many usable pockets. Imagine, you don't even need a handbag.
You know what?
Yeah.
You lie, right? That is boy cargo shorts. Girl cargo shorts, for frickin' sure those pockets are sewn shut and you don't get them. You know what? That is one of the world's biggest mysteries. Generalizing here, but in general, women have more things that they carry with them than men. We just do.
Yeah.
We have things that we need when we leave the house. And yet, statistically, we have like 1% of the pockets. And I don't understand it. Even the other day, I was wearing sweatpants that did have a pocket. So we get out of a car and Larry's hands are full. So he's like, just put my phone in your pocket. And I'm like, lol. He's like, no, man, you do have pockets here. So he sticks his phone. Literally, it covered this much of his phone. Like,
wow.
There was not enough pocket to actually, like, hold his phone. He's like, what even is that? I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we don't have pockets.
It's a fashion pocket. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, Ash will buy things sometimes, and, like, the biggest selling point is a functional pocket.
100%.
You know?
And there's just, like, we don't always want to carry a bag. If I am driving from my house to the garage to get a packet of chips, I don't need my handbag. However, I also don't want to be the person trying to buy chips while holding the Woolworths bag, because heaven forbid you forget your Woolworths bag, and your phone, and your wallet, and your car keys, and your house keys. Then I'm just like this giant, like, holding things monster, having to, like, grab the chippies in my mouth. No, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Just give us a pocket. I'm just picturing you as that meme of Michael Cera when it's like No, don't worry. I don't need a basket or a trolley or anything. And he's standing at the till with like
You
500
laugh.
things piled in his
You
hands.
laugh, Cody. I went just after we got our dog. I saw that crazy store had this crazy good sale on like these giant, big, multicolored balls.
Okay.
And I was like, that'll be great, because we've all seen those videos on Insta Reels where dog plays with oversized ball and they can't really grab it, so the ball rolls away. And I was like, this will be funny. But that was all I was going to the store to get. So in Crazy Store, the guy's like, I'm so sorry, but we don't have a bag big enough for the ball. I'm like, that's not an issue at all. As I pay and I've got this giant ball that I'm like holding, Larry sent me a message and goes, one of our friends just got to the house spontaneously. Please, can I just pick up a Coke and a packet of chips while I'm out? I'm like, okay, fine. So now I look across the parking lot and I literally parked miles away. I'm like, look, it's only 2 more things. It's fine. I'll just go into Willie's. I'll grab a Coke. I'll grab a packet of chips. It'll be fine. Walk into Willie's, grab the Coke, grab a packet of chips. Larry messages me. He's like, oh crap, what are we going to have for dinner? Anyway, this ended up escalating to me being at Willie's. Now I'm too far to go back. I'm holding this giant ball. I've got a Coke. I've got chips. I've got leaves for my rabbit. I've got our dinner. I'm shoving things like a thief into every like bit of clothing and fabric that I have, and there I'm waddling. It was terrible. My own stupidity,
and I bet none of those
terrible.
things were pockets. None of those
No,
things were pockets.
none of those things
Yeah.
were pockets. None of those things were pockets. No, ridiculous.
Good times.
But while you were out partying it up, not being an icon, so disappointed. You know, you're supposed to hold the UTT name high, but it's fine.
I was dressed as Nag. That's an icon.
I was re-falling in love with the online multiplayer game, which was a very, very bad idea in my life. Because I can promise you, while my flesh case is sitting with you on this show now, my inner spirit is playing Guild Wars 2.
Oh, Guild Wars 2.
The
That's a
bug has
problem.
bitten.
Oh no, it's a problem. Those things, I avoid those things because there's not enough time in life to play those games.
No, there's
You
not.
get sucked in.
100%. And you know what? I knew it was a bad idea, but I was like, oh, I've not been in for so long. And it was Larry and I's character's like 12th birthday. And I was like, oh, they probably gave us a 12th birthday present. Let me just go check. And then it was 3 o'clock this morning. And Larry was like, he's going to bed. And I got in bed next to him with my laptop running Guild Wars. And he was like, this is a problem. And I was like, are you going to sleep right this instant? He's like, no, he's going to put on like an episode of anime to fall asleep. I'm like, exactly, so don't judge. We all have our things.
Wow, imagine leaving your PC and taking your laptop with you to carry on playing the same game. That's addiction. Did you watch that video I sent this morning? Oh man, it was so funny.
No, I
The
didn't have
1983
time.
video. Oh god. It's a video from the 80s on the BBC about people being addicted to computers, and it was just I was like, that's not addiction. The guy was literally like,
I check
you
it
have an
once a
obsession with
day."
computers. Yeah. All he's doing is making a program, and the guy's like, you're obsessed. And I'm like, lol, dude, don't even wait until 2024. Just wait. Oh, crazy. You're addicted. Yeah. But speaking of online MMORPGs, what sort of skills do you think you could take from a game and use in real life? Since
I can tell
those
you
games
what
are all
skill I
skill-based.
should take and what skill I definitely did not take. So yesterday afternoon, my mom sends me a message because my dad's away. So she's like, do I want to go meet her at this local park and we can walk Zeke together? I'm like,
Okay.
that sounds great because I have to walk him anyway. So instead of doing our normal through the neighborhood, let's go to a park. Yay. Let me just say, my mom ended up running off with my dog, the two of them having a time of their life, and I was waddling at 0 k's an hour, like through nature. And I don't understand it. People are always like, video games make you violent. Video games do this. Video games do this. Why do video games not make me a more enthusiastic walker? I spend all my time in video games just walking places. I walk places. I travel places. I walk places. Why was that not a transferable skill? Why am I the person I am? Like, it was so depressing.
It's because you've done all the walking you need to do. You've covered your 10,000 steps in Guild Wars 2. There's no need to carry on.
What video game skill do you have? Finding eggs.
Finding eggs is a great skill. Yeah, you see, that's one. I don't know if there are any others though. I've never, I don't know if I'm good at aiming. I'm probably not that good at aiming in the game. Anyway, so
are you good at aiming in real life?
Doubt. I don't know. I feel like I need a shotgun to hit anything, at least one pellet. But
Cody,
we should do
I
a
watched
test.
the craziest video just talking about aiming. It was the guy who back in the 1920s or whatever invented bulletproof glass. There is actual historic footage of his poor wife holding up the sheet of bulletproof glass. Now, I don't want to make it sound like it's a person-size sheet. It is like a poster size sheet of glass. She is standing like a football field away. She's holding up this glass and he is just shooting at her and hitting the glass.
Oh my God.
And the recoil when it hits the glass literally pushes her back holding it. And I was like, that is a level of trust I do not even have in Larry today. Larry can be like, Arielle, go stand there. I'm going to shoot you with a paintball gun. But I won't shoot you. I'm going to shoot that thing you're holding. And I'll be like, haha, not a chance. I'm not a sucker fool.
I'm not a sucker fool.
But yeah, video game skill you wish you had.
Ooh, video game skill I wish I had. You know what I wish I had right now? Honestly, I wish I had the ability to nap or rest and 5 seconds later be fully recovered. My health my health levels.
You old man.
Oh God, last night really hit me a little bit more than it should have. Definitely feeling the old man-idness right now. Gosh, I wish I could do that. Yeah, I mean there's also magic and all that kind of stuff is all cool, but realistically, I just want to be able to rest in 5 seconds and come out 100% on the other side. Even 90%. 90% will work. Doesn't have to be 100%.
Or follow video game logic 100%. The moment that you're feeling your health and energy go down, you just eat something. And then bam, 100% restored.
I mean, it does help. I had a snack and I did almost instantly feel 20% better. So the food logic does work. It's not 100%, but it does work. I think, yeah. Maybe we
I'm
need a
telling
health
you, all
potion.
that video games have made me, the only skill I've gotten is to be a lore troll. And I'm not even sure if that's video games or if that's just I'm a child of the 90s and grew up on the internet. But that is the skill that I have. The weekend, I had the biggest laugh. So, a couple of my friends came over and we were going to play board games. And the conversation just escalated and funny. First, our one friend is very serious. So he sits down. So he's like, yeah, he has been having a thing. He needs advice. So one of our mutual friends, he is in a relationship with a woman who has a teenager. I say teenager, but I mean, she's just 13. So she's still cusp, And anyway, they've been in this relationship for a while. It's like a long-term relationship. He's stepdad to this little girl, and he's been trying really hard to get her into gaming because that's a love that he has.
Okay.
So recently, this little girl has found Fortnite. So now all the friends, whenever anybody is online, she messages and she's like, guys, will you please come play Fortnite with me? So he's been playing Fortnite. He is like, he really wishes that our mutual friend will be a good stepdad and be like, she needs to stop. So basically, there's apparently this whip that you get in Fortnite where you can whip somebody and then you pull them towards you.
Okay.
What she does is she doesn't use it on any of the enemies. She waits up until there's a gunfight, and then she grabs our friend and pulls him out every time just before he's about to get a kill. And he's like, this is driving him insane. And I was like, well, that is so freaking funny, because that is all I would do, right? You tell me that I can do that, and that's it. And then our other friend arrived, and we told her the story, and she is like, holy shit, we should start playing Fortnite because that's so legitimately funny. We should do that with everybody. And this guy's just like horrified. He's like, how are you all like this? Anyway, we end up playing a tabletop game. And much like Helldivers, it's got friendly fire on all the time. So it's Zombicide. But how Zombicide works is if you melee attack, all is good. You're never going to hit your frenzies. But if you have a friend in a zone of zombies and you decide to save them because you're a good friend, because Arielle is always a good friend, and I don't want my good friend Yaku to be eaten by zombies, right? So I had a magic wand. And I was like, what are the odds? Because in order to friendly fire, you just have to roll a 1. Anything else that you roll, everything is good. And I'm not sure how I logic this, but I was like, I am rolling 6 dice. What are the odds that I'm going to roll a 1? And I'm going to save you. And before he could decline my assistance, I rolled. Cody, every single one of the dice was a 1.
Oh no.
6 dice, 6 ones. And it was literally the last 2 minutes of the game, and I killed him. And if one of you die, you all die.
Oh gosh, you ruined
And
the
I
whole
was just
thing.
sitting there and I was like, this is amazing. My day is made.
Wow. Your day is made because you ruined the whole game.
But it was so funny.
Oh gosh, I would be so upset. I'd stop being your friend, honestly.
Okay, but I was legitimately trying to save him. And honestly, what are the odds that you roll 6 dice and each one is a 1? Each one is a 1. I mean, he was meant to die. It's like some Final Destination stuff going on there. It was his time.
Yeah. The fates had decided. For 6 dice to be 1s, that's, yeah. Should have seen it coming, actually. You should have known. The last 2 minutes of the game, like, you should have just known. Also, when you started with the story of, like, he's a stepdad to a teenage girl, and he was very serious, I was like, wow, this is about to get deep. And then you bring out Fortnite, and I'm just like, okay, never mind. This is not as deep as it seems. Ugh.
But I love it. Like, I feel like games where you can legitimately troll your friends are some of the most fun games. It's Helldivers all over again. Helldivers, yes, it's fun to play, but it's so much more fun to play when you're constantly killing your teammates. I mean, I don't think it's fun for your teammate, but it's so much fun for you.
There's just something deep down inside of us that wants to see our teammates fail.
That wants to murder our friends.
A little bit. Like, friends.
When your friends are swimming in the pool,
enemies.
have you ever tried to take the steps out like in The Sims?
Hold on. What do you mean? Have you ever tried to take the steps out? Like what? Are you in a swimming pool with a spade or with a hammer, like mashing up some steps? I don't understand the question.
So,
How?
have you ever played for Sims?
Yes. But
Okay,
I mean, you can digitally delete the steps, fine.
Okay.
In real life?
You can unscrew the little ladder.
Oh, God. Oh. I'm picturing concrete steps, and I'm like, how the hell are you supposed
Everybody
to remove
just
concrete
swim. It's
steps?
fine.
Yeah. Nothing to see here. I was just, how do you even
Don't
get
be
that?
alarmed, friends.
Okay, unscrewing a ladder. Okay, more realistic. I can see it now. No, I've never tried to unscrew a ladder from the swimming pool. But I can picture you doing it now, actually. You're like, everyone's at warm baths just enjoying themselves, and Arielle's sitting there at the ladder, like slowly jiggling it off of its connections.
No, I'm great. I troll my friends. I don't generally try and murder them. I reckon, right, that I'm very loud and obnoxious. So I have to keep the friends that I do have. And if I murder them, I have to talk to other people, something I already don't like. Like, it is so much hassle to replace friends. I might as well just keep the ones I have. They're like,
that's why as we
grandfathered
get
in.
older, yeah, we don't replace them. They just,
Nope.
your friend circle just gets smaller. That's all it is. No, there's no more friends. These are the friends that you've got. That's
You
it.
also
End.
start weighing things up. I feel like as a young person, somebody says something and you're like, what an asshat. I'm never being friends with that person again. Now they say something and you're like, ugh, what a dumbass. It's fine. 3 weeks later,
What
I've
a
forgotten
dumbass,
about your
it's fine.
comment and I've forgiven you and we're friends again. Like, you
Yeah.
have to really do something bad for me to completely write you off as a friend now. Like, at worst, you're mildly irritating. I'm like, wow. In the car, I'm like, wow, you know, we're never visiting with them again. They're so annoying. And then next month, I'm over it. And I'm like, cool, let's visit again.
Yeah, you know who we should see? Those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't fully forget. You'll end up doing something like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lift all their toilet seats in their house or something, just to get back at them. Just some slight annoyance, just so they remember not to do that again.
Please remind me not to invite you over. Because that is so evil.
It's the small things that are the most evil. The big things, everybody is like, oh my gosh, can never do that, can't do that. And then you get forgiven, right? But the little things, the small minor annoyances.
You know what my dad does?
Those are what get
Every
you.
time my parents come to visit, at some point my dad will take a couple of my statues and turn them around so they look towards the back of the shelf. And like,
Ooh.
I'll never catch him doing it, is the worst. It's just like 2 days later, I get this like the hair stands up at the back of your neck and you're like, something is not right. Something has changed here. And then you'll look around and 3 of your statues are wrong. And I'm like, how? And every single time my dad does it, it's so infuriating.
See? It's the little things that are evil. The tiny, tiny, small things. I bet Len is that kind of person as well. He will just come in and like move things slightly on purpose just to be like, I wonder if they'll figure it out. And then 2 weeks later he'll be like, did you find those keys? And you're like, no, I haven't been able to exit the back door of my house in weeks. He's like, yeah, I hid them in the tin that you haven't used in a month. I was like, oh yeah. Wow.
Well, one place you'd
What an
never
evil little
look, right?
thing. Yeah. Yeah. Somehow he knows. Don't know how, but he does.
But the other day, you talk about this, but like, I was playing with the PlayStation Portal. The review should be up soon. And after I was finished with it, I obviously had to take photos of the device. So I lay it out on the table, I grab my camera, my battery's flat. I'm like, I'm now already annoyed. But I'm like, it's fine. Like, stomach ulcer, just chill, think happy vibes. get the charger, put it on charge, everything's fine. Cody, I searched this house like you will not believe. I pulled everything out of cupboards into like heaps on the floor and repacked the cupboards thing for thing. It is freaking gone. I phoned Larry at work. He's in a meeting. He's like, is this important? I'm like, yes. He's like, what is it? I'm like, we have been robbed in the most weird way. Somebody literally just stole my camera charger. I can't explain it either. Why would you break in and just steal a camera charger? Who freaking knows? But it's gone. It's not in this house. So he's like, no, he'll help me look when he gets home. He does that super obnoxious thing when he gets home. He looks at the most obvious places. And I'm like, I have already checked there. Why are you looking on our coffee table? Look, I'm looking with eyes. It's not on our coffee table. He's like, no shush. He is going to find this. Cody, the first freaking drawer he opens, there it's lying. I've never been more mad in my whole life. I spent like 4 hours searching for that damn charger, right? And I was still writing news in that time. So I'm literally sitting here, I'm writing news. I'm like, maybe it's there. And then I'm going like crazy searching for the thing. Just for Larry to walk home, be so arrogant about it. Like, he was so obnoxious. Like, he was even smirking as he pulled open that drawer and there the charger was. Framed.
He's just making up for all the countless times where it's like, I can't find the tomato sauce, and you just open the fridge and it's right there. He was just making up for all of that. It happens all the time. Like, when Ash is like, asks me to look for something, I already have to pre-warn her and be like, you know, I'm not good at finding, like, these obvious things, right? So don't expect much.
Let me tell you, like, a funny relationship story.
Harry.
He doesn't watch this, so it's fine. So, because it's still a lie. Okay, so when we were still living at my parents years ago, my dad ended up buying
Harry
because
Harry
he only likes white chocolate. So my dad bought
Harry,
which isn't even chocolate, by the way. It's not chocolate. White chocolate is just sugar milk.
Well, that's what
Harry
he likes. Sugar milk and nothing else. Anyway, I don't remember why, but my dad came home and he had bought a slab of sugar milk for
Harry. Harry.
He said thank you and he put it in the fridge. That thing was in the back of our fridge for weeks, if not months. It was literally just dying in that fridge. So the one day,
Harry
was off at work and I need a snack. And you know those days where you need a snack more than you've ever needed a snack before? Like, you can't even focus or think because no matter what you try and do, you're just like, snack, snack, snack. So anyway, I'd opened and closed the fridge like 52 times. Eventually, time number 53, I open it up and I'm like, you know what? This chocolate has been here so long.
Harry
Is not even going to miss it. And I ate the chocolate.
The whole slab.
The whole slab. And then I was like, ooh, I ate
Harry
this chocolate. So instead of throwing the like wrapper away in our bin, I just shoved it at the bottom of my handbag where he'll never check. Cody, he got home and the first thing out of his mouth was, ooh, yay, where's my chocolate? Okay. I say nothing.
Harry
He goes to the fridge. That he loses. You know what? This is why I lied. Because instead of acting like he couldn't find his chocolate, he immediately accused me. He was like, you know what? That is really dick. Why did you eat my chocolate? I was like, I did not eat your chocolate.
Harry
He's like, you clearly ate my chocolate. It's gone. I'm like,
Harry
why would I eat your chocolate? That's so dick. I did not eat your chocolate. We have a huge fight about this, right? Because
Harry
it's like, why are you lying about eating the chocolate? Just be honest. I'm like, why are you accusing me? Just look properly. It's in the fridge.
Harry
He's like, he's looked in the fridge. I'm like, well, clearly not properly. So the next morning when he went to work, I went to the store, bought a replacement chocolate and hid it at the back of a fridge. So,
Harry,
gets home from work. He's still crabby about the fact that I lied about his chocolate. I make this big show. I'm like,
Harry,
if I stand up here and I open this fridge and I find that damn chocolate, you are going to say sorry and you are going to feel bad for accusing me.
Harry,
He's like, go ahead, because it's not in that fridge. I open that fridge and right from the back I pull out this chocolate. He was so mad. He was so mad. He is like, he checked there. I watched him check there. I'm like, I didn't look at anything because you upset me and you accused me. Say sorry.
Harry,
Still feels bad for accusing me for eating his chocolate.
He should have known. It was an obvious setup. How do you go the next day and just be like, I'm gonna open this fridge and find it? Like, how?
Harry.
Shame, man. Poor guy. I'll change his name. We'll call him Harry. I'll edit it to Harry so he doesn't know.
Very discreet.
Speaking of digging into the back of your fridge, though, I think it's time that we go and do the same. So let's do that thing where we tell people how they can reach us.
Okay,
The best part of the episode.
The best part. I actually think this is the only reason why people watch us. Is just to
For the
like
end.
see how smooth and fluid and sexy this ending is each week.
If it gets
Okay.
better or not.
So, in case you didn't know, Cody and I do more than just sit around under the table eating people's chocolates and trolling people. We are actually functioning members of a team, and we do work and write stuff and cover news and write reviews. So if you'd like to check out any of that content, which is great because the more you check out that content, the more time that we actually spend above the desk, you can head over to www.nag.co.za. If you want to give us a comment about something that we wrote or something that we said, or you just want to give me tips at how to better cover when I eat people's chocolates, you can drop us a mail at hey@nag.co.za.
If email is too old school, or you think you don't want a mail trail so that the evidence is not there for when Arielle hides people's chocolate wrappers, you can
Not
also
me, it
send
was
us
there.
a... It was there the whole time. I still like
Just
it's
look
a complete
properly.
setup. You can send us a WhatsApp or even a voice note on our WhatsApp line, which is 062-834-1919. Also, don't forget to check out the NAG shop. We still have issues of our NAG annual, and we will be adding some more cool things there, so go and have a look. The web address is shop.nag.co.za.
Okay, let me go
Cool.
before the complex decides no more internet for you.
Yeah, don't want any of that. Cool. Have fun without internet.
Bye.
Ciao.
I need you to give an honest confession here.
Okay.
Have you ever, like, you're looking for something and then Ash is like, it's over there, and you're like, it's not over there, and she's like, it's over there, and you're like, it's not over there? Have you ever gone over there, seen the object, and then discreetly taken it and moved it and be like, see, it wasn't over there? Because I've done
never
that.
done that. I can tell.